The evaluation conference process. 4 steps. Scheduling the conference, supervisors conference preparation, workers conference preparation, and evaluating the conference interaction. This is a very important process. Okay. The worker should be informed at least a week in advance about the specific date and time of the evaluation conference. Some agencies have regular intervals of evaluation processes. For example, I work in an agency where individuals will receive, if they're new employees, a 3-month evaluation, a 6-month evaluation, and an annual evaluation. And every year, everybody receives an annual evaluation. There are occasions in which individuals can have evaluations in terms of special conditions through this process. Okay, so it's important that you schedule the evaluation process, and that this employee knows that this is what's going to happen, and it's that time of the year or that time of the interval whenever that evaluation is going to occur. The supervisor's conference preparation entails multiple processes and steps. Reading samplings of the workers' recording, the reports, special projects, write-ups, statistical material, timesheets, gathering information and looking at their notes in terms of what has been going on. There should be no surprises. The supervisor should constantly be meeting with staff and constantly telling staff how they're performing in terms of what's going on. They should be looking at their caseload and their cases as they're working with them, providing them feedback in terms of what it is that they've been doing in this process, and then gathering data and coming up with some objective assessment and analysis of how that worker has been performing, not focusing on an issue that recently occurred or something, or belaboring something that happened a long time ago. There should be a holistic perspective in terms of what is going on in terms of the performance. The workers' conference preparation should entail reviewing the agency's evaluation outline, the ratings, and understanding the process and the time frame for which the supervisor is going to be evaluating and assessing. And when we get to the evaluation process, the supervisor should sit down and speak with the worker, share information regarding what is going on in this evaluation in terms of their interaction. Some supervisors like to give the employee an evaluation sheet where they do a self-evaluation, knowing that it's going to be coming up, and see what the worker is going to rate and how they rate themselves, and then they sit down and assess it, and then give the employee their rating and explain why it is not as high or why it's lower, depending on the kind of performance evaluation that is given to that employee in terms of what's going on there in that process. Okay, so these steps are very critical, and they're very important steps that one needs to remember. The performance management process, as discussed by Kadushin, entails setting performance expectations, keeping performance on target, and realigning performance and appraising performance in terms of this communication process. So it's very, very important that individuals communicate very clearly, and if communications are not clear, then this is where we begin to have some problems with respect to the performance appraisal process. It is why oftentimes performance appraisal